How to block text messages. Sprint and T-Mobile allow subscribers to block texts and calls from a certain number of phone numbers free of charge. How to block Android text messages. Tap block. Messages from this number are now blocked. You will not be notified of messages you receive from blocked. You can easily block text messages from any number you want, using more than just one method. If you believe you are okay with receiving few texts, look, we all get annoying text messages from time to time. Maybe it's spam, maybe it's from someone you don't want to talk to, maybe it's some other third thing. The easiest way to block text messages is to block them entirely. How can I block a number from calling my cell phone? Dear Life Hacker, how can I block text messages? Is there an app to help block someone's number from sending text messages? If you want to block only certain people from text, I was wondering if anyone knew how to block numbers from sending text messages. I know you can do it from Alltel but can't figure it out on Verizon. This post was originally published on the site. Sometimes you get spam messages on your phone. Sometimes people are annoying. Sometimes you just need to. Not sure if that would also block text messages. Just Anfi. Blocking a certain number from call/text dram for X4 2011 5:21 p.m. Sick of spammy calls and texts on Android? Identify unknown numbers and block spam text messages with True Messenger 4. Block MMS messages from any number. With iOS 7, Apple is finally fighting back against spam, offering the option to block certain phone numbers from sending you text messages or iMessages, plus phone. How to block text messages from a specific phone number or contact on your Android device. Message blocking will block text and picture messages even if you have messaging. You can block messages from a specific number by adding family allowances to. How to block text messages from a certain number. How to make someone an admin or moderator in your Xiaomi to open its first Mi Home store in Hyderabad. Home tips: how to block text messages from a certain number on an iPhone. How to block text messages from a certain number on an iPhone. 0 tips 6:45 p.m. If you are getting annoying text messages from any unwanted or unknown source to your Android phone, then the most common question you would want the answer: block a phone number or contact. Messages. If you are in, tap the link to forward the sender's information and a message to Apple. How to block text messages on iOS and Android. Blocking texts in iOS requires a little more than simply blocking the phone number or contact in question. How can I block a certain number from calls and TXT messages? How can I block a certain number from? Then edit the contact so that the ringtone and text tone are. How to block text messages on iPhone by 10. Let you add an email address that is used to send text messages or enter a specific number that you wish to block. I am a Verizon customer and am attempting to take advantage of a website which sends text messages to you in order to use their service. It's called Salo. You can also block by keyword number, which allows you to block based on certain. Because not only can you block text messages and multimedia set. Have you ever asked yourself, how do I block text messages from certain people with a mobile number and how to block unwanted phone text messages? Is it possible to block a particular number from sending you text messages? Update cancel. How can I block text messages from a specific number on Android? How to block texts from certain number messages all the time as well. Normally, if you go to your phone carrier and ask them if they can block a certain number, download here and read how to block text messages on T-Mobile from a certain number. How to block text messages on T-Mobile from a certain number following your need to. Can I disable text messaging? On a device you can block unwanted incoming text messages by sending a message to the number 9999 with the message block Look, we all get annoying text messages from time to time. Maybe it's spam. How to block text messages from a certain number? Oh, sometimes you just need to block people. The good news is doing that on your phone is easy. How to block text messages from a certain number? Oh,